Hello. It is Saturday morning here in Brooklyn, and I'm Charles. And welcome. I just did a great workout, and now it's time to do some cooking. I'm going to be making some lettuce wraps. And what I love about lettuce wraps is that you can put anything in them. I like to put a lot of protein in it, especially after a workout. I need to get refilled and fueled. So, let me show you what I'm going to be putting in my lettuce wrap today. So I'm going to be putting some mushrooms. These are like have to be eaten today. Some corn. Got some corn here. Got some avocado, some cashews, and ground chicken. So today I'm making ground chicken as like the main protein today. And I have been craving for lettuce wraps with chicken forever. And the lettuce, the Caesar, what is this type of lettuce called? It's slipping me. Caesar, uh, this lettuce was on sale. So whenever that lettuce is on sale, I have to get it because it's great for wraps. All right, so let's make some ground chicken. All right, so I'm only going to add some pepper to this because I'm making this like Asian style, and so it's gonna have a lot of salt in it already because I'm gonna be using some fish sauce, soy sauce, and oyster sauce. So I don't really need to put any salt in it, and there's nothing worse than having like food and it's too salty and you can't eat it. All right, so I'm gonna turn on my stove here. Ah, let's get this smooth. That's my camera. Let me try my camera angle a bit. There we go. All right, so let me turn this on, and I'm gonna put this on about 800 degrees. And there is about a little, maybe like a half a tablespoon of oil in it because chicken is extremely, ground chicken is extremely lean, has very small amounts of fat. So I had to add put some vegetable oil in it so it wouldn't completely stick to the pan. All right, so the pan is getting hot. And while it's getting hot, I'm going to chop up some onions. So these are yellow onions. And I'm going to chop up some garlic. And the reason I'm chopping this, I'm going to add this to the oil once it gets a little more hot. And that's going to season the oil. We got a nice onion and garlic flavor for the oil. All right, so I kind of chopped it roughly. And chop it too small, because if you chop it too small, what's going to happen is that it's going to burn, and then you're going to have a lot of burnt parts to your meal. All right, so going to add this now to the oil. Okay, so this is going, so I'm using a wooden spoon. And one of the reasons why I use a wooden spoon is because it'll help to keep the surface of your pans longer. I'm always so aware of that. I hate to buy new pans. Kind of get connected to my pans. Oh, that smells really good. All right, so while that's going, I'm going to chop up some cilantro. I'm going to garnish this later on with cilantro, much later on. Okay. All right, so this is ready. And I'm also going to garnish it with some scallions. I love scallions. I put any type of like stir fry, I got to put my scallions on. All right. So now I'm going to add the ground chicken. So I'm going to just spread this out a bit because ground chicken can take a little while to cook. It takes a little bit longer to cook than say ground beef. So all right, so that is going, and I'm going to use the mushrooms when the chicken is around like maybe 3/4 cooked. So they're already chopped and they're definitely ready to be used today. That's something I tend to do a lot is, hold on, I meant to switch this. I tend to do a lot. I tend to wait until my vegetables are just about gone. I can't use them anymore to use them because I kind of like to stretch out the usage of my vegetables. And one thing I did recently to help me out stretch out my vegetables, I got this crisper here. Okay. And so it's in addition to the crisper we all have in our refrigerators. And it keeps my like herbs, my fresh herbs, um, fresher for much longer, and it's really great. So I got this on Amazon. I keep my so I have my scallion, I have parsley in here, I have garlic, some radishes in here, and I bought these radishes about maybe 2 weeks ago. And if you cook with radishes, you know radishes go bad very very fast. Like yo, I remember once I bought radishes on like a Sunday, and by Thursday I had to throw them out. But they actually have a lot of air in them, and so the water will evaporate from it, and then and in a few days, and then you'll just have like they'll look like deflated balloons. So um, that's something to keep note of. Like I really like radishes with anything that has like a meat. Um, like if it's like an open sandwich or if I'm making a taco, it really adds some vegetable flavor to it and a little spice to it. Because radishes are a little spicy actually. If you just eat one just raw by itself, you'll see what I mean. Okay, so I am going to add the mushrooms now. And I have not added the any other seasonings yet because it will evaporate. So I'm going to wait to the very end to add all my take on seasoning. So originally, I got this recipe from a Thai cookbook, and so I'm making it my way. And there's no, as I'm sure you may know, there's no one way to make any recipe. I always I get recipes from cookbooks, from famous chefs, cooks, and make it my own. So do the same. All right. Okay, so I am now going to add some separately. I'm gonna add some fish sauce. Okay. Fish sauce is extremely salty. So that's one of the reasons why I don't add salt to this. Okay. I'm gonna add some oyster sauce. Oyster sauce is also very, very salty. Gonna add some soy sauce to get that umami-ness. Okay. Now I'm gonna add some blue agave to get some sweetness. This is not open. Gotta get this open. Okay. Yep. There we go. My blue agave. Gonna stir this. All right. So this is cooking very well here. Then I gotta chop up my. I have some Thai chili here, and I love Thai chili. I put Thai chili on many things. I love the spice of it. It's a very strong spice, by the way. If you're not um, into peppers, I don't recommend adding it. All right, I'm gonna add my. I'm gonna taste this first. Mmm, delicious. Gonna add this to my meat. All right, so just let this seep in here for a while. Okay, I'm gonna just take a little tiny piece. Yep, definitely is spicy. I taste the black pepper, and I'm actually going to add some salt. I always add the salt last because I don't know how salty it's going to be. For some reason, I can never measure out enough of the ingredients I just used. So I'm going to add some of the red chili. I'm not going to add all of it because the pepper's more prominent. The black pepper is more prominent than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so this is looking really good. Give it a taste. Mmm. Okay. It is definitely ready. I'm just gonna turn this off, and adding that extra salt just made it salty enough. Okay. So now I'm going to get my lettuce, and what I'm going to add to it is first I have some rice, and this is jazz. This is like leftover rice I had from another night. Leftover rice is like one of my favorite things because it has like a different taste the next day. And there's so many things that you can do with it, especially in the area of bowls. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to add some corn. And the corn is going to give it some sweetness, a little more sweetness. I'm going to add some avocado. Okay. And you can, like I said, you can put whatever you want in your lettuce wraps. I'm just making this up. I'm gonna put some chicken. Okay, and I'm not overstuffing it because I really want to get the lettuce flavor in there, and I want to have more than one. I want to do a little more mix and matching. So I'm gonna sprinkle some of these cashews on it. I crushed the cashews in this pestle here, so this is the mortar, the pestle, and I just crushed it down. And then just a little bit of the scallion, then a little bit of the cilantro, and that's it. You have a beautiful after gem lettuce wrap. And let me try this out. So here we go. And these big lettuce leaves. hold all of the food in it. That's why I really like this. Still can't remember the name of this lettuce, but it'll come to me as soon as I'm done with this. Mmm, it's delicious. The corn really adds a nice sweetness, and the sauce really gives it a exotic kind of flair. Mm. And then the rice kind of makes it almost seem like it's a bowl. This is basically a bowl in a wrap, in a lettuce wrap. So try it for yourself. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.